Butterflies return someday. So weeding, I want to talk about that. You can't protect a garden by pretending that those weeds are flowers. Remember when we used to do that? Those things would grow up and we would pluck those out and put those in the same bouquet as like the flowers. And to us, they didn't look any different at that time when we were kids. And actually, that's what a community is like, what a family is like, what a faith community is like, what a school is like, what any circle is like. It really is like a garden. If something harmful keeps growing there and you overlook it and you allow it and you put those weeds right beside your good flowers or your good vegetables or what have you, you wouldn't call the gardener divisive for pointing out why it's wrong to do that, how it can harm the other useful plants. We don't accuse Miss Gardner of hating the entire garden. We don't say, hey, she hates the garden. Why is she pointing this out? We don't say that. We listen because she may be showing us what is choking the roots. Like we had to learn when we were little kids, the difference between the flowers and the weeds. Now, survivors are often the first to notice where harm has taken root because they're the closest to it. They're observing, often pushed or persuaded or coerced or threatened into silence. So you become a careful observer. You watch what you say. You watch what you say. Because especially if your abuser is around, it could be so much more harm for you if the wrong thing comes out of your mouth. So when communities silence our survivors, who are like our gardeners pointing out and saying, wait, this here is not what you want. This is not what you want. It's going to choke the life out of the other things. We are not protecting the garden when we silence those folks. What we're doing is feeding those weeds. So here's some affirmations for survivors watching public defenses of harm. Because it's very, very hard. I am not alone because people are loud in the wrong direction. Their denial does not erase what I know. Their loyalty to power does not make my pain any less real. I can step away from conversations that make me feel unsafe. I do not have to debate my humanity with people committed to misunderstanding the dynamics of harm. I can protect myself, my nervous system, without abandoning the truth. I'm allowed to grieve what happened and grieve who failed to care. I am allowed to feel anger when people protect reputations far more quickly than victims. I can choose witnesses who know how to hold truth with tenderness. I am still worthy of tenderness, even if the world mishandled my story. And now speaking to Black women, because Black women, too often we're asked to carry the truth very quietly, and don't disturb other people. And do this so that powerful or admired men are allowed to carry their reputations proudly, even if it's not the entire truth. So here they are. I'm not responsible for protecting the reputation of someone who caused harm. My truth is not a threat to the community. Silence around harm is the threat. I am allowed to ask questions that powerful people do not want answered. I do not have to shrink my pain so someone else's legacy can remain comfortable. I am not collateral damage. I'm a whole human being worthy of care. My safety matters more than someone's public image. I can love my people deeply, deeply, without protecting abuse. I can honor my community without hiding what harmed me. I'm allowed to name what happened without carrying shame that does not belong to me. My voice does not become divisive because it tells the truth. I do not have to soften harm until it becomes easy for others to ignore. I deserve allies who do not disappear when the accused person is admired. I'm allowed to notice who gets protected. I'm allowed to stop trusting rooms that only care about reputation. I'm not here to be a silence worker. I'm not here to be a legacy cleaner. I'm not here to make violations sound polite. My life is not less sacred than his name. My girlhood deserved protection then, and my womanhood deserves protection now. I can release the burden of protecting people who would not protect me. My pain, that's not bad publicity. That's not bad PR. My story really isn't a threat. It's evidence of where care failed. I deserve protection before the apology, before the documentary, before the public finally understands. I can stand in truth without begging people to approve of my timing. And I belong to myself before I belong to anybody's image of the community. Please feel free to take what makes you feel seen and heard and strong, and leave behind what doesn't. Thanks for listening. We're going to keep on holding truth with both hands around here. Thank you. This is Tanya G.J. Prince. Thanks for listening. Y'all be great.